A very warm welcome to all of you in Franchise Summit, where we help our prospective franchisees to know more about our industry leaders better and to evaluate the business opportunity after hearing from them directly. My name is Ashita Marya, and I'm the CEO of Franchise India. And today we'll help you assess and unleash the risks and opportunities involved in the Subway franchise today. Franchise India exhibitions from past 22 years have been providing a platform to thousands of investors to evaluate, the franchise businesses for themselves by coming face to face in about 100 plus shows nationwide that we do. Going ahead in these times, we are doing all the similar activities. We're doing it virtually today to help our investors meet the franchisors online. So we have today Mr. Sandeep Shah, who's the business development agent for Subway for Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and Orissa with us today, as he will speak about the upcoming trends in the industry and what his company and the brand has to offer for the prospective franchisees. Today it's very interesting, because we have a master franchisee himself who has the rights to sub-franchise, who's actually, sitting on both the sides. So he'll be able to assess and present the opportunity in a much better way. Through his past, he holds a master's from Wright State University, Ohio. And upon returning to India for several years, he was engaged in the family businesses. And in 1999, on a holiday to Dubai, he was exposed to Subway and thought that, it's a good opportunity. And that's how, he got in touch with Subway and started it. So I think it's been a good journey, and I would let's hear from Sandeep further about Subway and the Subway opportunity. Welcome, Sandeep.
Thank you, Ashita. Pleasure to be on this platform.
Great. So, Sandeep, in the meantime, while you kind of share your presentation and take us through it, how did it happen? I mean, when you saw Subway, how did the opportunity happen? If you could let us know that first.
It's an interesting story, and I'm glad you asked. So, while I was doing my MBA in the US, there used to be a Subway right across our apartment. And we never knew what they sold because it just simply said Subway. So we never went, we never entered the Subway because we didn't know what they were selling. Then one Sunday morning in the newspaper, we received a coupon for a free sandwich. And then we took that coupon across the street and said, okay, we would like to have a sandwich. And then we got hooked on to the taste. And then we became regular customers. So when I came back to India, we were kind of missing Subway, but there was nothing we could do. It was very early stages of the economy liberalization. And so when we were in Dubai in 1999, we saw several Subways there. And I was just thinking, wow, if Subway can come all the way from the USA to Dubai, why not India? Why not Hyderabad? So I contacted the company. They said, oh, yeah, we would love to sell you a franchise. And within a year or so, we bought a franchise, not realizing that the backend was not existent. So we had to actually build the whole backend from scratch. So it was quite an uphill task, and we did everything from scratch. And well, that's water under the bridge.
That's interesting. That's interesting. So great. So let's hear about the opportunity, and I think then we can discuss further on it.
Okay. Let me just share my screen. Okay, so welcome everybody to the Subway Franchise Opportunity Seminar. My name is Sandeep Shah, and as introduced rightly by Ashita, I am the Business Development Agent for the states of Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and Orissa. This information is confidential. So today we will be discussing the 6 topics, Subway and the franchising, the little bit of history of the Subway company and the brand. What is our strategy moving forward? And what is the assistance that we provide to any potential franchisee before they open their restaurant? And what is the support we provide after you open the restaurant? And then conducting your own research. And what are the next steps moving forward to begin the process of qualifying you? So why Subway? People can ask this question. There are multiple brands available that are franchising both nationally and internationally. We have one of the lowest upfront investment requirements in international QSR brands. this slide does mention in US dollars, but to give you a perspective in Indian rupees, the investment starts at around 45 lakhs and can go all the way up to 75 to 80 lakhs, depending on the type of the location, depending on the size of the location. So when you compare with other international brands, we have one of the lowest investment requirements. Moving on, consumers do love us because of our two things. One is we bake our breads fresh every day. We use fresh vegetables, low fat proteins. We have 10 sandwiches that are low in fat. So we offer high quality food. We serve wholesome and nutritious food. We offer healthy choices, etc. Moving on, Subway started the first location in Bridgeport, Connecticut in 1965. Mr. Fred DeLuca was one of was the founder of Subway, and he approached Dr. Peter Buck for a loan for his college education. Dr. Buck said, "I will give you money, but not for college education, but to start a sandwich shop." And that's how the idea of Subway started. This is the photograph of their first Subway restaurant back in 1965. 9 years later, they decided that we can't do everything by ourselves. And in order to grow the brand, we have to start franchising. So in 1974, they started franchising the Subway brand. This is one again, the photographs. It's a family-owned business. We are not publicly owned. We have no intentions of going public. So we will continue to be a family-owned company. But we are, and we have a long history of support for franchisee profitability. We have a world-class leadership team headed by Mr. John Chitsey, who is our current CEO. He comes to us with a rich experience from Burger King, Avis, and Pepsi. Our Chief Financial Officer is Mr. Ben Wells. Trevor Haynes is President of North America. He has been with the company for a good 20 years. And the rest of the team, Carrie Walsh, William McCain, Aidan Hay, Robin Stewart, and David Henry, they are all industry experts from the QSR field. This is our strategy going forward. We have 5 pillars. First is the dynamic development. This talks about growing the brand and serving the communities in our area. Restaurant excellence in terms of customer service, digital revolution in terms of customer convenience, food ordering, delivery pickup, curbside, good food in terms of enhancing the menu, new menu innovations, new products, and compelling value, offering an everyday value which appeals to our customers. So these are the 5 pillars on which our strategies are based going forward. Subway restaurants have a low complexity operating model. There is no cooking involved in Subway. The food that is delivered is already processed and it is delivered in a frozen condition, so the shelf life is extended. We have an excellent operational support. We have a training center here in Gurgaon that offers 2 weeks of classroom and in-restaurant training. We also train the field staff, not only the franchisees, but we also train the field staff that are there in my office. We are very flexible with our store design. So as small as 400 square feet to as large as 1200 square feet, we can easily design an efficient Subway restaurant. We can custom design the floor plans to fit any space as long as the operational requirements are met. The Subway brand is all about sandwiches that are made to order. We offer dine-in, takeout, curbside delivery, freshly baked bread. Every day we bake our bread fresh, twice a day, thrice a day, or as many times as it is necessary. Simple operations, as I said, there is no cooking or frying, so there is no chef required, no oil, no cooking, no frying. We have a restaurant system to assist in daily operations. The managers are trained both in-house and in the training center. We have an online ordering app and a loyalty program, electronic loyalty program. Best in class training, both in person and electronically. We have a university of Subway, where franchisees and managers can log in 24 hours a day, and it's completely free of cost. As I said, we have a global, regional, and a local support system. So my office in Hyderabad supports the franchisees in Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and Orissa. Our national country office in Gurgaon supports the India office, and we have a European office in Amsterdam that supports the entire European and the Middle East region. We have, it's a low investment, as I said, among the international QSR brands, one of the lowest. We've recently introduced a fresh new decor. It's called Fresh Forward. This was introduced in January 2019, and we have rolled out many locations in India with the Fresh Forward decor. And we also have new and existing locations available. This is our restaurant growth. We started with one location in 1965. And over the years, we now currently have more than 40,000 locations in more than 100 countries throughout the world. So there's an exponential growth. We are now the #1 QSR brand in terms of locations. The quick service restaurant industry, consumers prefer three things. They look for three things. One is taste, price, and quality in that particular order. And the restaurants, we focus on consistently on experience, affordability, and speed. People come to us for speed and convenience. Globally, the fast food generates a revenue of over $570 billion US. In the United States alone, this is a whopping $200 billion in 2015. There are more than 200,000 fast food restaurants in the United States, and the industry employs over 4 million people. So these are some numbers on the QSR industry. Subway tends to be very popular during lunch and dinner. Breakfast and the evening snack is now a day part that we are going to capitalize on and make it tempting for people to come to us for breakfast and the times between the lunch and the dinner. So the evening snacking part. Franchising is a very powerful form of growing the business, and it's been there in the US for several decades. It's come to India recently in the last 20-25 years or so. McDonald's and Pizza Hut are one of the older brands that came to the US. Subway started in India in 2001. So we've completed around 19 years in India. And we currently have more than 650 locations all over India. These are again some numbers on the franchising and how we contribute to the economy. So we have a Subway franchise world headquarters in Milford, Connecticut. They control the Subway operations throughout the world. We are now broken into regions. We come under the Europe and the Middle East region. And under the Europe and Middle East region, we have business development agents. People like me who interact with entrepreneurs and franchisees in our area, talk to them, explain to them about the brand and the investment, and sell them a franchise, help them to find a good location, and train them to ultimately serve the guests who drive the entire system. So basically, a business development agent, we grow the market share. We have mapped out our territory to see where we want to open Subway restaurants. Sometimes we want to open right away. Sometimes we feel, okay, this area will develop after 6 months. So we say, okay, that's a second priority location. Sometimes we feel that this facility will come up after a year. So that becomes a second priority location. So we have a mapping of where we want to open, when we want to open. We are in touch with real estate brokers in our area, and they constantly give us feedback on how the market is being developed and what new opportunities are coming. So these opportunities are then passed on to our Subway franchisees for their consideration. We also provide coaching to the franchisees so that they can take care of our guests who are ultimately supporting the entire system. We have a supply chain logistics system. It's called the IPC, and this is completely owned by the franchisee. And the IPC independently manages all our vendors, the supply chain, the logistics, the distribution, and so on, so that each Subway restaurant is delivered with all the world-class materials that we offer to our customers. So yeah, we are very committed to our quality of ingredients and service. It's a very high level of service that we provide. We have food centers all over India. They are region-wise. We have one in Hyderabad that caters to the south. There's one in Bangalore and Chennai as well. And we have one of the lowest costs because of our high volume of purchases. Coming to our brand strategy, as I mentioned, these are our 5 pillars. Our 5 pillars to help the brand move forward. The first one is dynamic development. This basically says that we want to open and grow our restaurant count and make it more convenient and to serve the communities in all the areas that are right now are not served by a Subway restaurant right now. So providing more convenience to customers. Restaurant excellence is nothing but taking care of your customers, giving them the greatest experience and excellence in the service. Digital revolution is all about online ordering, digital convenience, electronic loyalty programs. That's the digital revolution. There's a whole new department working on the digital revolution right now. Good food is all about improving our taste, our quality, our ingredients, so that the customers, they have a wow experience every time they come to Subway. And of course, offering a value, a regional value or a national value to keep the customers coming back for more. We are always improving our customer experience in terms of market innovation, in terms of digital investments, Fresh Forward remodel. I spoke to you about the Fresh Forward decor. This is the new decor that came up in January of last year. And we currently have about 4 of these Fresh Forward locations in my area. Nationally in India, we have more than 15 of them. And we also have certain restaurants that have upgraded to the Fresh Forward decor. So after they upgraded, we have seen a sudden spike in sales more than 15 to 20%. We've also introduced a Flatizza, which is our version of the pizza. We've also introduced recently our signature wraps and the snack wrap. So these products are moving well in the market. We've also introduced a lot of funds in our technological capabilities. The new POS system that we've recently installed in our stores with our own in-house software that captures the entire essence of the transaction and relates it to each customer and then feeds it to the CRM software. We have one of the largest marketing budgets in the industry. We stand third after McDonald's and Taco Bell. This is our new Fresh Forward decor. This is an end-line store in the US. It's a freestanding location. And these are the various elements of the Fresh Forward decor. This is quite low cost. So we have various elements on the exterior and the interior. It all depends on the type of location. We have a separate design for a convenience store. Say for example, we have many Subway restaurants inside petrol pumps in India. We have a tie-up with Bharat Petroleum and Indian Oil, and we operate many Subway restaurants within their petrol pumps. Shopping centers. We are talking to a few national supermarket chains to set up Subways inside their locations. Drive-through, not right now in India, but we'll see probably going forward. We have express kiosks in convention centers, at the airports, in universities. So those kiosks are there. We also have a mobile cart where we feel that a full-fledged Subway restaurant is not feasible due to operational reasons. And then, of course, we have the standalone restaurant with our own customer seating area. We are also experimenting with the grab and go, where we pre-make sandwiches. This is very convenient at airport locations where customers just pick up, they just grab and go. We are also experimenting with vending machines in non-traditional locations where, say, for example, a hospital, and so it's conveniently available round the clock. We are also looking at food trucks and partnering with offices for delivery of the Subway sandwiches. So coming to the investment and the initial requirement, we have two formats. One is a standalone location, which requires an investment of 65 to 70 lakhs. And the space required is 650 to 700 square feet. We have another format, which is a food court format, where we require 400 square feet. And there is a common seating in the food court. Here, the investment is 45 to 50 lakhs. The only difference being, in a standalone location, we have our own captivated in-house customer seating area. And in a food court location, you have a common seating area. How does the investment flow? You first buy a franchise for 6 lakhs and 50,000 plus 12% GST. You will then pay the security deposit to the landlord for securing his or her location. You will then order the equipment from our distributor. Our contractor will do the renovations or the build outs and get the store ready for opening. There will be some pre-opening costs in terms of hiring staff, training them, some marketing material, pre-opening awareness, initial inventory, and all that will come under your opening costs. So as I said, the franchise fee for an initial franchise is 6 lakhs 50,000 plus 12% GST. This is for your first franchise. Your subsequent franchises are half the price, 3 lakhs 25,000 plus 12% GST. So if you come back to me for a second franchise or a third or a fourth location, then each subsequent franchise is 3 lakhs 25,000. Only your first location is 6 lakhs 50,000. Please keep in mind, one franchise gives you the right to open one location only. For a second location, you'll need to buy a second franchise. Terms of the franchise agreement are always renewable. The franchise agreement is valid for 20 years. And a franchise can be sold at any time, irrespective of the location. So it's not necessary to have a location to sell a franchise. Royalties are 8% on your weekly net sales. And advertising is 4.5%. So this is paid on your weekly net sales. That is total sales minus GST. The allocation of the advertising funds is like this. 80% of the 4.5% is contributed to the national fund, and 20% remains locally for regional promotions. So as I said, royalties are paid on sales minus sales tax collected, or GST in our case. Before your opening day, we provide a site selection assistance. So after you buy the franchise, you are responsible, you as a franchisee are responsible for finding a location. In case you are unable to find a good location, a good commercial location, we do have a list of some pre-approved locations that we can share with you. The idea being that after buying the franchise, it is in our interest to quickly finalize a location and open the Subway restaurant. Once we identify the location, then we enter into a lease agreement with the landlord, and then we begin the design and the construction. So what are the factors that we consider in a good location? We have several factors. One is the potential customer base. So basically you're looking at the purchasing power of a particular community or area that we are proposing to open a Subway restaurant. What are the traffic patterns here? Is the road divided? Are both sides of the traffic able to freely move about? And so on. Are there any colleges or any schools nearby that would give us additional support to the Subway restaurant? What kind of visibility does this location have? Can my signage be seen from at least 400, 500 meters away? Is there a good parking? So if there is good parking, then does that give a quick entry and a quick exit to the customer? So visibility is important, accessibility is important, and so on. Once we finalize the location, we enter into a lease agreement with the landlord. We have a store design team in the US, and they will begin designing the restaurant in the most efficient way as per the Subway guidelines. And this is a very typical flow plan that we share with our franchisees. And once it is finalized, the equipment's order, we then proceed for the equipment order. So in India, we have a standard menu throughout the country. The prices will differ from city to city because of the local transportation and local other taxes. But there is no regional menu as such, but yes, we do have regional items on the menu. For example, we have the paneer tikka, the chicken tikka, we have the chatpata chana or the aloo patty. These are all the Indian flavors that the company has allowed us to add in the menu. So these Indian flavors are there, but whatever menu you see is standard throughout the country. We provide support at every step. You will be given a copy of our operations manual. This is basically the rule book by which every franchisee must follow. All the rules are there, all the procedures are there. Everything is explained in very clear black and white English. Why we need to maintain certain temperatures, why it has to be frozen, how do you bake the bread, how do you cut the bread, how do you make sandwiches, and so on. Everything is listed here. This will be taught to you in the training, but it is given to you for your future reference and fortification of your knowledge. We have a proven control methods. We have been selling sandwiches for 50 years. So our paperwork, our sales report, our inventory sheet, everything has tested the time, and we have developed our own internal methods to help you track your sales and your inventory. This is a dashboard that you will be receiving every month, giving you a snapshot of your performance in terms of guest experience, in terms of operations, learning and development, profitability, and sales. Once you join the system, more information and details will be shared on the performance dashboard. This is just a dummy to show you how we are here to provide you with a lot of back-end support. As I said, training is in Gurugram. 2 weeks in Gurugram is we have a training center there. Roughly half the time you are spending in a classroom, and half the time you will be assigned a specific Subway restaurant near the training center. And within that Subway restaurant, there will be a manager who will tell you what are your duties. Your duties will change every day, so that in rotation you will have an exposure to all the different types of operational procedures that go on in a Subway restaurant. We do provide support. Literally, we have a lot of support. Our support and training is probably one of the best that you can ever find and see in any QSR brand. We have an entire team that is looking after culinary innovation. Their job is to always come up with new products, new ingredients, and make our food taste even better. Continuing education, we constantly communicate with our franchisees through emails, through intranet, through University of Subway, and so on. And you have field support. I have around 5 to 6 field staff in my office, and their job is to constantly visit Subway restaurants in the field and evaluate those restaurants for operational and marketing support. University of Subway, free access to our online classes 24 hours a day. For every level of work, there are courses. So for a business development agent, I have my separate set of courses. For a franchise owner, there are separate set of courses. For a store manager, we have separate courses. Then a sandwich artist, for a field consultant. So for every level, there are separate courses, and they are all available to you 24 hours a day. World-class training. So I keep emphasizing this, that our training is one of the best. We have a course called Sandwich Artistry, and it is actually an artistry because there are thousands and thousands of ways you can make our Subway sandwiches. We have tied up with Swiggy and Zomato in India, and we provide online delivery to our customers all over India. We are available on these platforms. Now, it's always better to do your own research about the brand, about the business, and you can probably contact other Subway franchise owners, ask them questions on sales, profitability, business, investment, etc. We encourage you to fill out an application form, either a paper application or an online application. You can go to subway.com/apply, APPLY. If you submit an online application, we can share with you this franchise disclosure document. Basically, this document talks about all the legal and financial information about the Subway company in India, including our balance sheet and our profit and loss statement. It also contains contact details of all the Subway franchisees in India. You are free to call up anybody and talk to them and understand how their experience is with the Subway brand and the Subway system. So I encourage you to at least fill out an application form. It's free of cost, and at least get a copy of the disclosure document. So we don't share our earnings potentials with you. This is for you to contact our other franchise owners and understand from there how their business is operating, and then make an informed decision. These are some of the questions that you can ask franchise owners. This is just something from our side to help you out. To conduct your own due diligence, these are some questions. Some franchise owners may share information, some may not, so that's totally up to them. But some are very forthcoming. So your first step is to complete a franchise application. We will then share with you a link to download a disclosure document. Conduct your research, meet with me. I am your local business development agent. And we will then ask you to prepare a business plan. We will also then subject you to a little aptitude test. And if everything goes well, then you will be asked to deposit the franchise fee in our bank. And then we begin the site selection and the store design and the equipment ordering process. So that's how it goes from the franchise application to opening your Subway restaurant. We do get opportunities from time to time where individual Subway restaurants do want to sell for reasons. They may be moving to another job, another city, and so on. So sometimes we do have some restaurants for sale. If you contact me, I can let you know of any opportunities that are currently available. Advantages of buying an existing business: they already have a running business. You just need to, understand the pluses and minuses of the business, of the location, and it's easier to promote an existing business rather than to promote a new restaurant. So there are pluses and minuses of existing business. Most of the times, the existing businesses are doing well and have a flourishing customer base. It's always a good idea to consider that. These are some of our non-traditional locations. We are present in many airports. We have business IT parks. We are in colleges, convention centers, grocery stores. We have a Subway inside a grocery store here in Hyderabad. Hospitals, very lucrative locations. Hotels, yes, they also provide very good customer base. Medical facilities, motels. So these are some of our non-traditional locations. Petrol pumps, schools, some good international schools can be some good non-traditional locations. So you can invest in a new franchise, or you can purchase an existing restaurant. You can be a multi-unit operation where you can expand your number of restaurants. So as the brand keeps growing, we want you also to grow. So become a multi-unit owner and operate your Subway restaurants in corporate style. Build or buy and resell. Why would you embrace the Subway system? Because of the quality of our product, low investment. We are very flexible in our location requirements, professional advertising materials, operational support. Our training and operational support is absolutely high, world class. Buying power: because of so many restaurants, we have a very efficient team of buying and negotiating with vendors. And we have a proven track record. We've been selling sandwiches for more than 50 years, so we know what we are doing. This is just an overview of the Subway. This is how our fresh forward standalone Subway restaurant would look like. Please visit subway.com or subway.co.in for the Indian website for more information. Thank you.
Thanks, Sandeep. That was an exhaustive presentation. I think all of the questions that have been asked has been answered, through your presentation. But there are just a couple of them, which I guess would be answered, once they get in touch with their existing franchisees. But, I'll just ask few of them. One is they're asking what would be the food cost primarily in the restaurant if we have to take an average?
Food cost is around 35 to 36%, Ashita.
Okay, and that would come through designated vendors?
Yes, so our purchasing committee, so they handle everything. So right from the logistics supports from the manufacturer to the logistics partner to the warehouse, delivered to the store is all handled by the purchasing committee. So everything is delivered to your store.
Okay, so Sandeep, there's another Sandeep who's asking, can Subway do good in smaller cities as it do good in tier 1 cities?
Absolutely. We have seen a lot of response, a lot of positive response from the tier 2 and the tier 3 cities. Cities like Guntur, cities like Vijayawada, cities like Karimnagar, Nizamabad. So these small towns, they may have a low population, but I'm telling you, they have huge potentials. And there is a very high awareness of the brand. People are aware of the Subway. They know that we stand for high quality and healthy foods. And they come to Hyderabad and they come and visit our restaurants. So the tier 2, so wherever we have opened in the tier 2, we have got a very good response. Currently, we are looking to have Subways in Nizamabad, Karimnagar and Warangal. These are the 3 centers where we want to focus right now.
And they're asking, is there any less price that you charge when it comes to the smaller cities, or it's a standard pricing for every city?
The franchise fee, unfortunately, is fixed, is standardized throughout India. It does not depend on the city, it does not depend on the location. This is decided by the Subway company. Your first franchise is 6,50,000. Your subsequent franchises are 3,25,000, applicable anywhere in India.
But when it comes to investment, that would be comparatively lower than tier 1 city, right? I mean, your labor cost to make the outlet.
Correct. The labor cost will be low. Even your leasing cost will be low.
True. And your rentals would also be moderate.
Rentals will be low, yes. So your overheads will be low compared to the metro cities.
Okay, but the franchise fees will remain the same. There's nothing in that.
Yeah, there's a lot of discussion on this, and then we decided that we keep one fixed price throughout the country. So unfortunately, that is how it is.
Yeah. Okay. And so I think it's a similar question that, people are a little more concerned on it, that would it work at the taluka place? Would it work at the, tier 3 city as well, the way it works otherwise, which I think you've answered pretty much well in there. There's one question Subhajit is asking, how do you manage vendors in tier 2 cities?
So we have a logistics partner that has agreed to support us pan-India.
Okay.
Okay, so it does not matter where we open. The logistics partner will support that Subway restaurant wherever that restaurant is in India.
So,
and coming back to your previous query, can I just answer that?
Yes, please.
Taluka level.
Yes.
I'll respond to that slightly differently. We all know talukas at a very low level. Fine, agreed. In Punjab, just to give you an example, we have opened several Subway restaurants on the highways next to some very small, probably taluka level cities, probably tier 3 cities. But because they are on the national highway, next to a petrol pump, standalone, very, very highly visible Subway locations, they are doing extremely well. So it is not necessary that taluka level is different or not, but if you are able to find a very good captive location, maybe a highway or something like that, then that's always a good opportunity.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense because then you're not just targeting people from Taluka, you're targeting people from anywhere and everywhere, whosoever travels down.
Correct.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. Yes, I think Sujit Varpe has been answered there. So yes, so I think we're pretty much there in terms of the answers. One question that I have, where you said that 8% is the royalty and 4.5% goes to the advertising. 4.5% is a part of 8% or it's 8 plus 4.5%?
It's 8 plus 4.5.
Okay, so practically it would be 12.5.
8% is an expense. 4.5% comes back to you in the form of brand promotion.
So if a local partner doesn't need, he doesn't need to do any advertising on his own.
We recommend that a local franchisee set aside 2% of his or her weekly sale for local store marketing, because his 4.5% will take care of national and regional advertising. If the store owner can set aside 2% of your weekly sales and do local store marketing, nothing like it, your sales will never look back.
Sandeep, there's another question on franchise fees. Now they're asking, you've told about different formats. Is the franchise fee same in all the formats?
As I said, a franchise can be sold at any time, even without finalizing a location. So when I'm selling a franchise, we don't include the name of the location in the franchise agreement. It is only saying that Subway is entering into a franchise agreement with Mr. So-and-so or Miss So-and-so, irrespective of the location. So we don't know whether this franchise agreement will be used in a hospital location or in a petrol pump location or in a mall. We have no idea. So because we have no idea, the franchise fee remains the same irrespective of the location.
I think now that's something which is clear. Now there are a couple of people who are asking about how much profit can be expected out of this. As Sandeep has already answered, guys, you need to get in touch with the existing franchisees to find that out. I think you would have I think it's Subway is being very transparent that you need to get in touch with the existing franchisees so that you get the actual position of profits and then make an informed decision whether you would want to invest in there or not.
Yes.
Another question, Sandeep, if in case somebody is interested in any other location, can they get in touch with you or how should they go about it?
They can, or they can go to subway.co.in and all our contact details are on that site.
So you can get in touch there, people. Okay, great. So I think it's been wonderful. It's been exhaustive, pretty much exhaustive. I think I have not asked 90% of the questions because they were already answered by yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time, Sandeep. It was wonderful talking to you. And I think today, I don't need to tell people, which I normally say, that you have to make an informed decision by getting in touch with the existing franchisees and know more about the company and about your own things that you possess and the requirements of the company. There are a few links that you can follow us on. If you need any more details about Subway, you can again write back to us and we will come back to you. And thank you so much, Sandeep, once again for your time. And thank you,
my pleasure.
listeners,
Thank you,
for your time.
Thank you. Yes. My pleasure.
Thank you.